everyone, and happy Nano! Oh my gosh, I feel like it's literally been an entire year leading up to November 1st, and at the same time, I feel like it's not actually November 1st, and I don't know what I'm doing. So, how are you guys?
Same. Yeah, I don't know what, like, how is it November, honestly?
Oh, I got nothing. I really, all week, I'm gonna be filming vlogs all month, but I'm like, and then I just kept forgetting. I'm like, no, I'm filming vlogs, like I'm doing this. So I keep having to tell myself that. But yeah, so hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Brie Bonomo. I write all sorts of things, but I am doing a hybrid kind of, I don't know, that's not really probably the right word, but I'm doing 2 novels during NaNoWRIMO this month. And today I'm going to actually start working on my mermaid dark fantasy novel first and try to get some words down in that because I've been thinking about it all morning and I haven't written at all today. So that's where we're starting with. So how about you guys? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, so I'm Brooke. I'm not really traditionally doing nano, so I was anticipating starting a brand new project and like doing the whole like real nano and not being a nano rebel, but now I am just planning on finishing the first draft of my current work in progress, which is a new adult romance. So,
which sounds so good.
I'm so excited.
I was telling Hudson about it yesterday after our stream.
Awesome. You'll have to tell him later then too.
Sorry, I blinked. My name is Hudson. Hi. For Nano, I have no idea what's going on, guys. So originally, I was going to do this one project, which was the haunted house project, but then I got 2 other ideas. So I was like, I'll just switch off between the 3. And then yesterday, during Brooke's live stream, it inspired me to plot a whole new story. And I don't know what's happening with my brain. So far I've only worked on the haunted house one, and I'm not feeling it. Like, I like the story. Mm-hmm. Now I have all these other stories in my head, and they're all equally as shiny and exciting. So who knows what's going to happen?
I mean, I feel that because obviously I'm trying to do 2 novels now because I couldn't pick one.
Yeah.
But you've seen my list of all the books that I want to write, and they're all very competitive for what I want to write.
But you're good at doing that juggling, and I've never done this before. I'm a 1 book at a time type of gal, so
we will see if I'm good. This is going to be the real test today because I'm good at doing multiple stages at the same time.
Whoa.
This is going to be the first time I'm drafting 2 books at the same time, so we'll see if I'm actually good or not.
Okay, because I was going to say this summer you were working on a bunch, but yeah, you're right. They were different stages of stories. Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll see. But we have a lot of wonderful people. Lizzie, Jackie, Sierra, Drea, all my wonderful people who always show up. Thank you for coming again. Lizzie said she's very competitive. There are people doing better than her in other streams. I understand that because I get a little competitive when it comes to Nano.
I feel like we have to remember, though, that when it's not something you do all the time, you do really well the first day. Mm-hmm. Because you've like had this huge break. Yeah. Like I know if I don't work out for a while, that first day back, I kill it. And then after that, I'm like subpar.
Yeah. Haley just joined us as well. So, okay. But yeah, so I think I don't necessarily have a time limit for today. I'm probably going to do about 2 to 3 hours. We may have more people popping in through the stream as I did invite a couple different people. And you guys are obviously welcome to stay as long as you want or jump off whenever you need to.
Oh, thank goodness. Bye.
That's my cue.
I was actually going to leave, and then I realized you might not bring me back. So,
I mean, I would have laughed. So yeah, I probably would have brought you back, but Maybe
Good.
put like the timeout, like the not actually in the stream for a couple minutes. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is we'll do, I mean, because there's going to be no time limit. So I'm thinking we will do what I normally do, the 15 or the 5-minute increments. So we'll start at 15, we'll go up to 30, and then we'll try to come back down and just see where that time is around that point. So that way we kind of have a decent amount of the people who like the shorter ones, the people who like the longer ones, and kind of keep it fresh and riveting. So yeah. Personally want to get to 2K. I just hit. That's amazing. I mean, 1K is impressive already. So hopefully our stream will pump you up to get the other 1K then.
Yeah. I only have 1,001 words written so far, and they all suck.
I mean,
I'm not even being like, I'm not even trying to be humble. They just like super suck.
if we want to get really, really, really technical, I wrote 16 words.
Oh,
I wrote my first line.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I definitely have not written anything.
But I'm going to say really, really super technical because I didn't write it today still. So like that's why I'm not counting it in my words for today, but like it's there.
Okay. Yes. I mean, still, at least you probably have a good opening line. I don't.
Hope so. I'm talking about murdering people in my first line, so you know.
Oh, mine's exciting. That's so cute.
I'm so glad we can bond over this. Oh, Grace and her homework. I mean, at least you're getting it done and you're joining us. That I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Then I'm really excited. I tried to be super fancy with my timer and I even found new audio for it. So like we are just doing the best or the most or whatever. I forgot that it starts automatically. Okay. So we are going to start our 15 minutes and we will check in. So good luck, everyone, and happy sprinting. Hi.
Hello.
How are we doing? How'd you do?
Oh,
We go
155
Hudson
words.
this time. Nice.
I was just like rereading. I haven't written in like I don't even know how long. It's been a little bit. So I just went back and I was rereading and I'm like, damn, like this is pretty good.
Oh, I love that feeling.
That. Me too. Wait, where's my pen?
That's exciting. I wrote 172 words. I got distracted about I was looking up ships sails and ships wood and making up a city name. So, you know, I mean, I think I did well enough for 15 minutes, but
Making up names can be so time consuming. Like I feel like I just like fall down into a pit of naming.
I've actually
Like
made a rule for
Yeah.
myself for this nano because normally I'm not good with sprints in writing. Like I don't get that much done. So I've decided that I can only research and look up things during sprints. That way, during my like quiet morning writing time, nothing's distracting the writing. I just have to write it on a like Post-it note to remember to do during a live stream.
that's perfect.
yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so going back through the comments, I think this was in regards to me killing people in the first line. Yes.
Oh my god.
Lizzie hit 1K for the day. Congrats, Lizzie.
Oh, yay.
Cousin Megan joined us. But hi, Megan. Thank you so much for the compliment. I was gonna say we haven't talked in a while, so you probably haven't seen my hair, but thank you. And then Gio joined us as well.
Hello.
So then Jeff got 280. Drea got 205. Jackie got 505.
My gosh.
You guys are putting me to shame. But
in 15 minutes, what's your minute count? Like,
in my defense, I feel like I should have gotten more words, but I really I didn't anticipate I haven't started a new story in so long. So it's like, oh my gosh, I know where I want to go in this chapter, but where am I actually going now?
That's my problem with the chapter that I'm on right now, because I reread, I'm halfway through writing one, so I reread it and I was like, oh, I like this, but I'm not in the same headspace that I was when I wrote that, so I'm I don't think I can continue with this.
Sure, yeah.
See, my issue is that, so I decided to work on the paranormal story for this sprint. That's what I'm going with, but it's in first person, and I have not written first person. I don't think ever. I mean, I must have done it once, but I am stumbling where I'm is this grammatically correct, or is this just a different perspective, and that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah.
It's so impressive when people can write in first person to me.
I mean, my mermaid is going to be in first person, so if you need any help, let me know. Also, that's an interesting tidbit because I didn't think about it. My mermaid is first person. My satire is third person.
Oh, are those the two that you're working on for Nano? Yeah. Oh, that's going to be interesting to switch back and forth.
Yeah, so I agree. I think, though, they're going to complement each other just because even though they're both fantasy and they're both high fantasy as far as they're in their own worlds, they're very different subject matters, and that's kind of what I'm hoping will balance it a little bit.
Yeah. Everything else is third person I'm working on because I'm also trying to make this not first person, but I just feel it has to be. It has to.
Linda joined us and got 117 more words, though, but congrats. Katie Ann, hello. Nice to see you. Yes, you can call me out, okay? I'm already starting with this. We got 402 for that sprint.
Nice.
Oh my
gosh. Merida, like Disney Merida?
Yeah, because he was saying that his main character had red hair. The female. I don't know if that's the main or the second main character. And I was like, oh, like Merida. And it is a great name, Merida.
Yeah.
Do you pronounce the other name Selena?
It's Selena, yeah. The only reason that I know that is because the copy that I have of that book came with like a pronunciation guide, thankfully, because otherwise I wouldn't have known how to say anything.
Okay, got it.
Books for me.
I have pronunciations in my head for that book series, and I don't like the other versions, so I'm not paying attention to theirs. But for that one, that was the one I struggled with because I was like, is it Selena or Selena? So
yeah.
That name sounds pretty because it reminds me of the moon.
I think that's probably what she was going for.
Yeah, a lot of her stuff is tied to like celestial and like, yeah.
Just wait. I'm like literally living for the fact that Hudson is reading this right now.
I know. She told me yesterday and I was like freaking out because like it just makes me so happy. I love when other people read it.
Also, because like, I'm definitely one of those people who are in the middle where like I read the whole series and I have a lot of problems with the series, but I also enjoyed it in some extent too. And it's like I don't know. At the end of the day, it's kind of I don't know how I feel about it overall.
I haven't told Brooke what I want to happen yet, so I need to do that.
What you want to happen?
Yeah, like you know, like when you're reading a book series and you predict what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I haven't told you that yet. I have spoiled it for myself, so I know it's not going to happen, but I still want it to happen.
Gosh. Yes, I mean, I feel that, Megan. I just think I'm just going to go for it. That's the only thing. Once I get past like the unsure moment, I think I'll be fine and start getting words down, but I just had to make myself write something that sprints. So, making graphics for Patreon. Yay. Yes, Lizzie, it's a mermaid book. It's Lethal Mermaids. my current pitch, which I feel like everyone is like either like quirking their eye at me or just really into it, is an older feeling Little Mermaid meets the Hunger Games mashup. That's my pitch. So take that as you will. I love it. Thank you, Lizzie. Friendly reminder, hydrate. Yes. Always have hydration during Nano. Although I do have, because, you know, we can't just have one drink available at any given time.
Well, I know this next sprint I'm getting my cup of tea.
And Lizzie left us. I'm sorry, I just saw that. Oh my gosh. So we're going to have a lot of like ACOTAR and Throne of Glass fans. Nikki.
Oh.
Hello.
Sorry. I am so I don't know anything about Sarah J. Maas. I'm trying to read because like when your friends say they love something, I just feel like I need to read it so I can get to know my friends better.
Fair. Nikki, we just did one sprint. We're about to jump into sprint number 2. Oops, I jumped a little bit. Oh, okay. Like that.
Okay, yes. I'm always unsure if it's like the girl or the guy when someone says love interest. I'm like, oh, which one's the protag?
Yeah.
Okay, so traditionally a siren is so sirens are really with Greek mythology, where they are these like sea witches that kind of lure ships to wreck so they can eat the men on the ship. Whereas mermaids are a little bit more of, there's a lot of lore in various regions. They're more like fish women and are known for their beauty and mesmerizing. A lot of times especially in current culture, they cross over, and that is what I am doing. They are a crossover where they are fish people, but they kill people. So
Wonderful.
all right, but on that note, I think it is time for sprint number 2. I'm feeling it this time, and also I got to go make sure my dog is okay because she just keeps crying in the background. She gets very mad when my husband locks her out of places because she doesn't like doors being closed.
Shibas are like that though. Hey, like they're very opinionated.
So that's why I'm like, I got worried. I'm like, oh my God, like, what is she doing? And it's like, oh, the door's closed. That's why.
That's it.
But before I do that, does everyone want to say hi for my vlog?
Hello.
Wait, there we go. It's too tall, guys. But hi.
Hi.
All right. So with that note, now that we got the vlog footage done.
That is a heavy duty tripod.
Yes. I really love it.
Yeah.
And it's very sturdy. And all I did was get the phone attachment for it for my phone.
Yeah.
But it's perfect. I did my entire fall photo shoot on my Instagram with it.
Nice.
So.
Did it come with like one of those remotes, like one of the Bluetooth remotes?
I had to buy that with the attachment.
Hey, they're the same.
Yeah, this is my mini tripod, and then I have the bigger tripod.
It's not like the UB's brand, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, hold on. What does the remote control do? Does it like move it for you?
No, it's the phone. It connects to your phone.
So it's
your phone.
you're able to like start and stop.
God, okay, I have one of those. I was like, wait, you have a remote control for your I thought like it moved your tripod for you.
I'm sure there's that, but I am not that advanced, and I probably don't have enough money for that. So
yeah.
But okay, so let's get back to writing, and we will wish everyone the best of luck. Where's my sprint? There's my sprint. Okay, here we go. Okay. I feel like that was not 20 minutes, and yet it was. I don't know. My brain is so fried today. How did everyone do? How did you do, Brooke? Or what did you do?
I just read over another chapter. Not doing too much, but yeah.
It's something. It's always exciting. I got 299 words that time. So we
Nice.
are moving up. I'm
That's
definitely,
yeah.
I am not nearly as productive so far as I was in Camp July, where I was getting like 700, 800 words every sprint, but
That's crazy.
we're making our way. I mean, I'm trying to, I'm building up like the backstory essentially right now. And that sometimes I think just takes a little bit longer. So I'm not mad at it.
I'm doing the math.
How'd you do, Hudson?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I didn't do that well because I made myself a cup of tea, but and that took a while. So I got 157 words, which I guess makes sense since that took me about 10 minutes to make the tea. And I almost switched to third person. I almost got that angry.
Jeez.
I
So
just,
you're really struggling.
it's just, I haven't written it before. And now I feel like I want to read all of the young adult books that I read in high school that I know are in first person, because I think those are the only first person past tense books that I own. But I don't know if I want to go down that avenue. Like I have good memories of these books. I don't want to read them and be like, oh, this was awful.
Fair. I don't know. I mean, mine is first person past tense right now, so I mean, I don't know. You could just, if you need help, just let me know. I'm here.
I might just send this first chapter. My goal is to be braver. And I don't. Okay. Who knows? It could be terrible. Maybe I might not. We'll see.
I mean, so far mine's probably shit. So.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, Brooke. I don't know if Bree once sent me the first draft of something that she wrote.
Okay.
And it was incredible. But it was like she just wrote it. Like didn't really even read it over. She just wrote it. And now I feel insecure. And
do not put me on a pedestal right now, because that was a fluke probably, okay?
I don't understand people who can just like write a good first draft. Like one time I had someone like read over something and like they were like, it was like so critical, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah, that's why I always give like exactly what I'm asking for beforehand, so that way if they don't listen, I'm like, okay, it's not me, it's them. They just want to be cruel. So like, let's this.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think it was. I'm just gonna say it's a fluke, and we can move on.
Okay. Well, then you send me what you write today, and I'll send you what I wrote today. We'll see if it was a fluke.
Deal. Okay, that is fine. It's gonna be a fluke. So, anyway, how else did everyone do? Okay, Better Days. Hello, they showed up. Diane probably popped in. Hello, Diane. Very sad that you're likely probably not here anymore, and I can't say hello to you properly, but I missed your face. And Charlotte also joined us. So hello, guys. Let's see. Okay, so Nikki got 73 words. Katie got 608. They definitely did go fast, so that's impressive. Jackie is just killing it, using her time the most. Jackie, are you the one that said that you were trying to get 2K, if I'm remembering correctly now? Because you're almost there, if so.
I'm going back.
You can let me know.
No, it was Drea.
Drea, okay. I'm like, I know we were all talking at the same time, and my memory's crap, so
I'm also just like so bad with names if I don't see the person's face.
Yeah.
At the same time. So I'm sorry too.
And Joya got 250 that time, so she's still well on her way to getting there. And tater, all I can think of is tater tots. They are amazing, and I haven't had them in so long.
Tater tots with, hear me out. I know this is nasty, but hear me out. Mayo.
Dude, mayo goes on everything.
Hey,
Mayo is my favorite condiment. I eat mayo with chicken fingers, pizza, tater tots, hash browns. Dude, mayo is a god tier condiment. I have such an appreciation for it. I never used to like it. I mean, I never used to like think about it. Now I eat it with everything. I feel like such a fatty because like it's the worst for you.
I never understood the hatred towards mayo. I never really like loved it, but I had it on sandwiches. Like it was important for a sandwich. And then a family member, because I don't want to embarrass this person, loved mayo and cheese so much that they would make mayo sandwiches where the slices of cheese would be the bread and it would just be all of mayo. And
I don't love it that much.
And so then I got kind of like, I was like, oh, I understand why people find this disgusting because there are people in this world who do that. But mayo with tater tots, it is so good. It's so good. If anyone hates mayo and they had to visualize that.
I don't know. I'm weird with mayo. I don't hate it, but I'm very particular on what I like it on, and I can't do like a ton of mayo. Like I just need a little bit to get it there, and I'm fine. Because if it's too much mayo, I will start gagging. Like it's weird.
I understand that though, because it's basically just like this. It's fat, right? Like it's so fatty.
Yeah, but I don't.
That's so good for you. Then again, I don't eat normal mayo, so.
Oh, true. Okay. I like avocado mayo, like avocado oil or something. Oh, it's super cool.
That's kind of like also in the western region of the United States, we have In-N-Out, and our secret sauce at In-N-Out is a mixture of ketchup, mustard, mayo, and relish.
Okay.
So if you mix it all together, it's actually really good. Really good.
Greg will put mayo and or ketchup on like pretty much everything. Sometimes combining the two, and it grosses me out.
So he's so close to the secret sauce.
He is. Oddly enough, too, we don't have In-N-Out around here. We were like laying down just like on Friday night, and he's just like, I really want In-N-Out. And I'm like, have you ever had In-N-Out? And he's like, no. So I was like, why do you want it?
I've never had it. I mean, like we don't have it here, so
no. And I don't think there's any on the East Coast at all. Like I don't know how far west I have to go until I would hit one.
Right.
But I think it's pretty far away.
I feel like there might be one in Texas, but I think I'm making that up. It's like here's the thing: is it the best? And please do not kill me, any other Western United States people. Is it the best thing in the world? No, it's not the best burger joint, but like all the food's really fresh. Like they make it like the food, like they make the potatoes, the French fries from the potatoes when you order them.
Oh, okay.
And they have really good college programs. If you work there, they're just like, for the most part, a good company. And it's just an experience. But if you eat meat, it's really thin patties. It's not like a thick burger by any means.
Maybe one day we'll. I told Greg, I'm like, so we're just gonna have to go visit Hudson, and then we'll go get In-N-Out. That's all it is.
I live so close to so many In-N-Outs.
This is our next vacation. It's just gonna be to visit you and get In-N-Out.
The worst part is that they open an In-N-Out right by my parents' house, and whenever I go in there to get fries, I just run into everyone. Like everyone I know, because I grew up in such a small town, and I'm like, oh, I like it when you knew me with pink hair. I don't like it that you can see me now.
Love it. I just love that Autumn, that's the conversation she came in.
Yeah.
And we're losing our minds already.
Autumn, we're writing a joint book, the three of us, about mayonnaise. And
that would be an interesting prompt.
And it's in love with ketchup, but ketchup's with mustard, and they're working it out.
Yeah. The end. Hey, I mean, everyone has their own what they like to eat their stuff on.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that's towards the In-N-Out because Megan is also on that neck of the woods. So, but yeah, I mean, on that note,
Megan.
so on that note, I think it's time for our next sprint. Do we agree?
Yep. I can't with y'all.
Autumn, we miss you. I hope work's going okay.
Is Autumn at work?
Yeah. So I don't think
Sadly.
I don't know what time she gets out, but I think she was saying that the earliest she would be able to join us would have been 7, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sprint that long. I don't think my brain can possibly do 4 hours. Not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe later in the month.
During your drive home, just come onto the live stream and we can just see you driving down the road. And then for each sprint, you can tell us how many miles you've went.
Oh
I hope she doesn't live that far away from her work.
Hopefully not.
4 minutes.
Yes. Anna also joined us. Hi, Anna. I know Anna always misses me and Hudson's definitely. I think she always just misses ours. I'm glad you're here.
I love Anna. Her vlogs, just like
every time she pops up in a live stream, I'm like, Anna, I love your videos.
Oh,
my soul is just warmed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Also, I'm like super excited to see her Nano vlogs because she's a municipal liaison for her NaNoWRIMO community. And I only know the person that does it for my region. So I'm super interested to see all of that. Yes. Yeah. So everyone go follow Anna. We talk her up all the time. Okay. Perfect.
Thanks, Autumn. Thanks. You know I'll be awake on my end.
Yeah. But okay, on that note, let's get going because I need more words. So okay, we're gonna do 25 minutes. Yes, that's where we're at, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And by the way, I keep turning off my camera because I have to bring my laptop down and no one wants to see up my nose. So bye.
You're fine. All right. Good luck, guys. Okay, that one actually scared me because I was just getting into the zone that time. Oh, yeah. How'd you do?
Okay, I mainly researched the time period of the story, which I am discovering things like I was alive during, you were alive during this time period. There was stuff that happened that I don't even remember. And I'm like, oh, I was so oblivious to the world. But I'm still going to count up my stuff. How did you do?
I did a little bit better. I mean, at least we're making progression. I did 481 words
Nice.
that time. Yes, I did take a quick break to refill my water. And if anyone's wondering, I did take a quick second to say goodbye to Brooke because Brooke did depart during that sprint to just kind of take her own time and do her own thing. I don't think she was feeling too good, so we're not going to hold her hostage here. But so with the couple distractions in there, I almost did 500 words. So I feel like we're starting to get into the story now.
Nice.
And I'm
I only
excited
did
for that.
198 words due to the fact that I keep writing something in the third person and then I have to go back and fix it, which I know during Nano season, they're like, don't fix anything, just keep going. But I have to, like, until I feel like I have to keep fixing it for my brain to be like, no, this is first person.
I understand. I'm also a little bit on that same way because if I catch it, I also think it would make me crazier trying to edit later if I can see it there. It's different when it's like I'm just writing fast and I don't catch something, but when I know that it's wrong, I'm like, I'm going to kick myself later.
Also,
So
I don't know if
also
anyone
get
else
that
is
way.
like this, but when I'm writing a first chapter, just a first chapter, I take forever on that first chapter because this is like your first introduction to the majority of everything. And I feel like I care more about that being perfect than anything else. And when I don't care, then I enter my last story's issue of like, where's the start? Because I didn't care enough. So I'm like, I think I'm over picky about this chapter. So
I hear that. I don't know. I mean, I was hoping to get like my first chapter to be like the whole 1667 words or like around that because I feel like that's a pretty good chapter. But like I feel like this is like my first chapter in this book is really just an introduction chapter. Like you are introduced to like how like she's telling you the story of how she killed her first man. So like I don't feel like I want to drag it out longer because then the next chapter is going to be like introducing this type of competition thing that she is entering. And like I want the first chapter to end there. And I feel like I'm there.
yeah.
It's like I feel like it's going to be about 1,000 words because I am at 962 right now. So I feel like I'm going to have a couple more sentences of her and then that's my end of my chapter. So I think I'm okay with it, I think.
Yeah.
And you could read it.
Thank you. I'm like, I'm with what I know, I'm trying to like figure out, you know, like where you're at and stuff.
Yeah. So let's see. Megan got 77 words that time. Oh, I think let's see. Nikki left us. Anna said that she's going to post her blog in December.
I genuinely love the month-long blog. I've always loved the idea of it, but then watching Anna's, I'm like, I want to do this. But then I also don't know if I have the memory to remember. Like, I know you just like edit as you go, but I would totally forget the points / I'd forget to vlog. So I just think it's incredible when people can do that.
I see, for me, like I have such a hard time cutting things down that like I did a month vlog. I did a month reading vlog back in my channel, I think back in May or April. And that's an hour long and it has like the worst views on my channel because I think it's an hour long. But I couldn't cut it down. So I'm like, well, here we go.
The hour-long ones, I watch hour-long vlogs.
Mhm.
I just love them. But then it's weird, like some people who I follow, they sorry, I'm like doing two things at once.
You're fine.
Some people that I follow, if they post shorter vlogs, they get less views because people go to them for the long vlogs. And then other people I know say that they get worse views if they do anything longer than like 10 minutes. And I'm like,
There's
I
no
don't understand this at all, but I really love long vlogs, even though I don't think I'm interesting enough for an hour. But like, I love watching hour-long vlogs.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah. So let's see. So going back to Liz, Megan got 77, and then Drea got 277. Jackie literally just blowing it out of the water with 942. I hope, Jackie, that I'm going to eventually get there. I will say this is also the first year, even though I'm technically being a rebel in the sense of like I'm doing 2 projects and I'm starting 2 projects from scratch. I've never done that for Nano. I've always had like a chapter written ahead of time to get me into that story. So I guess I'm always a rebel for Nano in some way.
Technically, this is my first year I'm not a rebel because the 2 stories I've worked on today are brand new, but I'm working on 2 stories and then combining the word count. So I am.
Yeah. So Charlotte got 200. Everyone's telling Jackie that she's killing it because she is. Then they just jumped. Okay, Lizzie just came back. Yes, we're all wondering. I'm gonna guess that Jackie is just in the flow and is killing it, and I want to be in the flow too. Let's see, going to be rewriting my book soon. Oh my gosh, Lizzie. I'm on the sequel's first chapter. It feels like I'm taking forever. Seriously, like that's where I'm at. Like I just feel like I'm also it's probably because I'm doing this entire writing stream at 3 p.m. and this is not my time to write. I am a morning writer, so Sarah, hi. Thank you for the promo. Yes, and as always, you can like and subscribe. Definitely, obviously, they both help, but likes definitely help my channel and promote me on the YouTubes. So, thank you. Yeah, maybe in a couple of years, Lizzie. I mean, you have a lot on your plate, so.
Yeah, you're doing the most. In a good way. I know that saying sometimes goes off the negative way as well, but like, I wish I had your productivity and motivation.
Charlotte asked if we prefer talking vlogs or silent vlogs. I don't think I've ever watched a silent vlog or like a vlog that was completely silent. If it's silent, there's usually music, but I don't think I've ever watched one that was like completely silent and or music. Usually it is the ones that I've watched are talking. So I personally prefer when I can hear people telling me what they're doing.
I love the latter. Oh, okay. Like it like depends on the person. I like people who are able to capture their essence in a vlog. Like some people, you just know that like when you watch a silent or like with classical music in the background or like you can hear what they're doing, like the cutting of a knife, it matches their essence. But then there are some people who are like just so joyous in themselves and like their videos are like there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of fast jump cuts, and I think they're all equally beautiful as long as it's showing me the person who's making them. Does that make sense?
It's a good point. Yeah. I mean, in general, off that is I will watch vlogs because I like the person.
Yeah.
I definitely have a harder time if like I don't connect with someone's personality or if I just don't get their personality from a video. It's going to be harder to watch a vlog, I think, in general, which I think is also why people love vlogs, because you get that personality most of the time out of that, and that's why they're so popular to watch, because you're just getting a slice of someone's life, and that's enjoyable.
There's one of my favorite YouTubers I have nothing in common with whatsoever. They love high fashion, luxurious designer brands. They're like huge shopaholics, very into makeup and all that sort of thing. And nothing against it. I've just never been interested in that. But I love their personality so much. I watch their haul videos. Like, I love hearing what they have to say about what they bought, why they bought it, how they're styling it. And there I am sitting with a completely different style, just loving every ounce of their content. So I think I just like genuine people, regardless of what type of video they make.
Yes, I would agree with that. Anna said that editing takes forever, and she's inspired by Christina Horner. So I used to love Christina Horner back way back. I mean, I'm definitely dating myself, but like back in the day when the like Wizard Rock was a thing, and when she was dating Luke Connard, like that whole era. And I know she's taken a lot of breaks. So you can let me know, Anna, like, is she back? Because I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to her, but like I'm subscribed to so many people, so sometimes they get buried. But I will have to check out some of her recent vlogs if she is back, because it's been a really long time since I've seen her post anything.
I just looked her up because I've never heard of her before, and it said her last video was 2 years ago.
Okay, so maybe she has another, or if it's just like old school vlogs. I don't know. So Anna, clarify. But she was an OG YouTuber like 10 years ago. But just kind of,
oh, wow.
I think she just changed her life a little bit, like, because she had a very public breakup with another big YouTuber at the time, and it was very messy. And I think she just kind of like slowly started to fizzle out of the YouTube mainstream.
That's sad. But I can answer the question from a flip perspective of I prefer to make silent type vlogs.
Oh yeah.
Because I just don't like the sound of my voice. But that's a whole other topic.
My gosh. Gio is totally right, Lizzie. You don't need a camera. I just made a whole video where this is my camera and I do everything on it. So, you know. And then she also said that she likes talking about blogs, but clips can't be dull sit downs for more than 10. Okay. Fair. Hey, Lizzie, my very first video on YouTube was with an iPhone 6S. So there's that. And I actually said it in my video that was the first video I ever posted was on a 6S. I did upgrade after that, but it worked fine. And I mean, I had a little ring light and I had light and it worked.
Yeah, I think camera quality isn't as important as people think it is, because from the amount of people I watch, I think a good half of them just use their phones. Like, like quality content comes from the person, not their equipment.
Yes. Fact. Even though, yeah, sure, equipment can help videos, but it doesn't mean that they're any better. Because I have definitely watched people who have like super professional content and like have the lighting, have a studio, have the sound, and I'm like, this is garbage still.
Yeah, I believe like the true key factor is just being genuinely you, because I think that's the issue with social media. You want to be like the people whose stuff you love. And you can love people who are nothing like you. And then that kind of shows like you're just trying to play this part, which I'm not knocking against, because I think you need that experimental phase when you start your channel of like trying out different ways to find the best way to represent you. So I'm not saying like, don't freak yourself out if you start copying people. Just like recognize you are doing that just to find you.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? Did I word that correctly?
Yeah, I think you're right. And then Anna said that she's not sure if she's making videos, but she has a Nano podcast, which I'm gonna have to go check out. But yes, but yeah, her old school ones. Yes, I agree with that. That I just used to love her as like a YouTuber in general, and I'm kind of sad, but like, hey, everyone's life changes, and she's going to do other things. I don't think she ever published her book though, which I was always sad about, because she used to talk about Nano so often, and I was like always waiting for like, where's her book? Which I think is a fatal flaw of being on YouTube and talking about publishing, because everyone expects you to come out with something.
Which is why I will never say I'm ever publishing on here. I'm just writing for fun. What happens, happens.
Yes. I mean, everyone knows, everyone should know, like, I do want to be traditionally published, but in the meantime, yes, we're here just to make the content that I'm making.
I just love making videos. And I love writing. And so that they go hand in hand. But, like, I don't know. I feel like my videos are also about, well, they should be about other things. I keep making things, and then I just never finish editing them.
Fair. Lizzie also said that she has gingivitis, and so that kind of, I'm guessing with self-consciousness is a factor, but I mean, I understand, so I would never push you to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing, but we're a pretty supportive bunch of people, I'm just saying. So, on that note, are we ready to do our peak of 30 minutes?
Yes, I have a writing question.
Uh-huh.
This is for anyone who read, hold on, oh my gosh, I just did the math. This is for anyone who read YA during the time period of 2003 through, let's say, 2012. Okay? What was normally the age of the female protagonist in the first book? Because that was also the time of series. But what was, do you think, the typical age?
16.
Okay. Thank you.
But if anyone else wants to chime in.
Yeah, anyone else, because from the research I've been doing, it was 16 or 17.
I was going to say, I mean, I would probably say, I think she was 15 in this one, which was Vampire Kisses. Because I was really into vampires, and they all came out within that time period.
Yeah, I know that.
This was 2003.
Okay.
The first book. So, so that I think she was 15.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire Academy, and
by the way, YA romance. We're not talking like low YA. I'm talking like the romance section of YA.
So, and most of mine are vampires. So I would say Blue
Which
Blood.
Is good. That's fine. I need
Blue
that.
Blood, Vampire Academy, and I think Vampire Diaries were all 16 as well.
Okay.
Twilight was 17. Oh, was she 17 that one?
17.
Okay. So interesting. Okay, so that's.
I know. I was shocked too when I was reading the Night Sun, and I'm like, wait, she was 17.
Yeah. I mean, Hunger Games was around that time. She was 16. Yeah, I'm gonna say 16. Cassandra Clare's books, Mortal Instruments, 16. Okay. And it seems like everyone is
saying 16. Gosh darn it. It feels so young for the content of the story. Not like 16 is so young. Yeah. Just for like the content that will take place in this story. I'm like, I don't want to do this to a 16.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Not that 17 makes a difference, but I feel a little bit better.
Yeah. I just love Lizzie.
Yeah.
So.
My sis, I only had one sibling at that time. Now I have two. And now that second sibling's in high school.
Yeah. Gio, I'm talking about the book, and I thought the book she was 16, but also I'm lying when I was thinking of the Vampire Diaries, just because the Vampire Diaries was written and published in 1991. So I'm like going really back.
1991?
Yeah, because I forgot that like the time that the vampire like boom happened, it was like brought back, and they made the show at the same time. So that might be why I'm also a little bit mixed up, just because the actual book series, the original trilogy, was 1991 and 1992.
So the Vampire Diaries was probably piggybacking off of Interview with the Vampire during that paranormal surgeon, which also was really creative because, yes, Interview of a Vampire was a romance, but it wasn't a romance. Like, everything was driven by romance with Interview of a Vampire, but there was nothing really romantic about it. So I feel like Vampire Diaries was like really branching out.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad that I ever judged that in high school because they were technically the like unique creative ones.
Yeah. It's so hard to like try to find what her age is, and I feel like this is not the stream to be doing this in. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it says her birthday was in 1992, November 5th, 1992. Interesting enough, because that's coming up.
Who?
Elena from the Vampire Diaries in like the original series.
Oh. So she would be 28 this year.
Yes. I see a lot of 16 and 17 now. So more 17 now. I would also say, I also see like, I think it's just because of what I read.
Mm-hmm.
I see like the 18, 19 coming up a lot in young adults, because
Yeah.
I also like that weird crossover phase because of, I think, just the age I am and what I like in books.
Yeah.
I'm gravitating towards the crossover area. Wish they're a little bit older. But I also just read Zoraida Cordova's book. Well, the series Wayward Witch, the Wayward Witch. No,
Yeah.
the series of Brooklyn Breweries. I just read Wayward Witch, which was her final book, and all the sisters, like except for the one sister was 17, but the other two sisters' stories both started at when they were 15. So that one's a little bit of an outlier because I think you're so used to having older ones now.
I just need this within. I just need my characters to be high school age because it takes place at a high school. But yeah, thank you, Drea. Yeah.
I also feel that because I mean, me and Hudson have talked about this like behind the scenes, but my mermaid book, so my mermaids they're older. So for every 6 years of a human life, like they will age. So like they're gonna live to like about 500, but when you're 19, you're actually gonna be like 114 or something like that. So like their ages, like their bodies obviously progress more, but my content has death and it's going to have sex in it. So even though she's going to be like a 19-year-old protagonist, she's not. And it's hard because like my comps are good for like Little Mermaid and Hunger Games, but like it's not the age group.
Yeah.
So
mine's just inappropriate.
we're not safe. Lizzie's like, I want as many readers as possible. I understand that fully, but I'm like, I'm over here going to like never be appropriate for everyone.
The issue is that I'm just really into traditional Gothic literature, and there are so many problematic tropes in Gothic literature. I will say, the book does state these are problematic. I'm not like trying to pass it off as like non-problematic, but just due to it, it's like,
feel that. But all right. Well, anyway, I feel like we'll have to table this discussion because I think
I'm sorry. I went off. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I did see that Lizzie said that she wanted a 30-minute sprint because she's gonna have dinner in 40 minutes. So I want to honor that and let her get as much done as well. Because also I think I'm thinking to wrap up around 6 o'clock, but also depends on when my own dinner is going to be ready because I'm not cooking tonight. So.
Oh, that's good.
It's my favorite. Greg wanted to make yakisoba, but then we didn't actually find the noodles for it. So we're just having some kind of like ramen dish.
Nice. Yeah. We had Mexican food last night. So we had our party night last night.
Fun. Well, okay. So I'm going to start the clock at 30 minutes and hopefully everyone will get all the words in this time. So good luck, everyone. Okay, that was an interesting sprint. All right, Hudson's finishing up like always. And I ended up getting a little frustrated because my internet kicked out at some point and I was much less productive than I wanted to be, and I'm kind of sad about it. But I still got 393 words. Definitely not what I thought I was going to get in this sprint, but we're making progress. And I'm only like 300 words away from hitting the goal for NaNoWRIMO. So there's that. It's always exciting. So let's see. Well, Hudson's finishing up. The Dawdling Writer. Hello. Thank you for joining. Okay, so you only have like less than 400 words to go. So I'm wondering if you got it during that sprint, because that was a longer one. I know Jackie left us because she had to go eat dinner. Lizzie just hit her word goal. Yay. Oh my God. Gio, you are, I mean, I'm never going to say don't go for things like that because I'm a little crazy over here, but I'm pretty sure you already have 2, so I don't know how many you're actually looking at adding, but you do what you need to do. Let's see. Lizzie got 550 and Shelby got 371, which makes me feel a little bit better, Shelby, because we're around the same ballpark, so I'm not a failure. 380. Oh my God, Drea, that's amazing. Congrats. All you guys almost at 2K, and I'm like, I can't even get 1667 today. And I've already been doing this for 2.5 hours. Oh, I'm such a disappointment. Yes, definitely almost dinner time for some of us. Oh, good gravy. I feel like I think the bulk of my words now are going to start flowing a little bit better because I'm starting to get into that competition. I feel like when you just start a new project and you know like where your story is going, it's a little bit harder to get those initial words down, at least for me. So I think like after today, I'm going to start seeing a stride. I hope so anyway. I feel like I'm going to get words. I just don't know if it's going to be at the rate that I thought I was going to get them. Oh, okay. You got rid of one story. Oh my God. No, is this the story that you had talked about with us like a couple of weeks ago where you said you wanted to write a Charmed inspired story? Because that would be cool still. Lizzie, oh my God, good job. You are so impressive all the time. And Princessa 327. Oh my God, you almost got 3,000. Oh my gosh. How'd you?
Sorry, guys. I got 245 words. I'm not killing it these sprints, but I feel like I don't kill it during sprints with writing.
I get that. It just depends, I guess, where my stride is, because like in July and even to some extent last Nano, even though I did sprints more with my regional group than I did on YouTube, but I would get into good strides. I just feel like today, like I think for me, it's really just like I am currently forcing myself to write because I'm not in a writing mood today. So like I'm not mad that I'm getting words down because I don't think I would get any if I wasn't sitting here doing this, but it's just not the stride that I wanted to have.
See, I'm not in the writing mood, but also I have a hard time getting into writing during writing sprints because like with drafting, once I'm in, I disappear.
Yeah.
So like that knowledge of the ticking time clock is like, what are words?
I get that. Also, yeah. I got to share with you specifically, Hudson, that I switched in a single sentence from first person to third. And now I'm like, nope, we're going back to first person. So I noticed that once so far, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job at sticking to first person.
I'm pretty sure you're doing way better than me. I have continually just written in the wrong perspective, and part of me is like, do I just go third person? I feel like I need to go through all the YA books I read in high school, and just whatever's there's the most of, I'm gonna go with that. But I still feel it will be first person.
Yeah. All right. So Lizzie was leaving us because she's eating mac and cheese, and Anna's also going out to dinner. So yeah. So I mean, that's kind of why I chose 3 o'clock, because I figured we would get a bulk of writing and people in before dinner. So I'm not mad that you guys are leaving for dinner. Very vital. Lewis, I know. So is Autumn. So I know it's what a bummer to be at work on day 1.
Oh yeah.
But hopefully you'll be able to catch up either tomorrow or later today or whenever you plan on writing and get some work in. And Geo, yes. Okay. That's the one I thought you were mentioning. I do remember us talking about it. And then does anyone else struggle with deciding what their leads look like? I'm debating between all the sisters having gingery red hair. You really like your redheads, is that? Because your other character is a redhead too, right? I mean, I love having my characters with red hair as well, but.
Well, no, but he's saying like that character's sisters, would they all have red hair as well?
Yeah, no, and that's, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think, I think I personally just have a really good sense of what my characters look like before I go into a story. That's just for me.
My main character, 110%.
Yes, main character.
Like this story is like the only one I'm kind of struggling with looks, because it takes an early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
As they're called. So part of me is like, I know what this character looks like, but then I'm also like, wait, Scene was super big then. What if we just had someone who just was like super Scene? But I don't think I would go with their character. So that's like my struggle of
Yeah.
I miss those days. I also don't miss being in high school whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But I miss like the culture of that time.
Yeah.
No, I didn't actually live in that culture either. But like, I wish I could travel back in time with like my older, mature brain and see like how I would have fared.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm embarrassed for my 15-year-old emo self. So, like, it was not a good look for me. I like my hair was like, because I kept dyeing it this awful shade of black that just made my hair greasy and disgusting. I was like, my skin was just oily, and I didn't know what like health benefits were and like how to like take care of my skin. Also, like, why did I think it was okay to like just take eyeliner and just like line underneath my eyes? So we were a train wreck at 15. I'm happy that I've moved on.
I really liked my style. No one else liked my style, but I really liked my style. But because I was in musical theater, I said this yesterday on Brooke's stream.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea how to take off stage makeup. So the next day I'd wake up, like I would clean my face with a makeup wipe, which you never do, boys and girls. But the next morning, obviously it wasn't a lot because that's all I do. So then I would just take an eyeliner and like just really fill in those missing like black patches and just look like a raccoon. That's how I just had I make wipes. I bought normal wipes. Just look. That's it. I'm surprised at some eyelashes.
Yeah, I mean, you at least tried to have a wipe. I just took water. So I also had like raccoon cakes, but like it didn't go anywhere. Like, I didn't have stage makeup. Like I really didn't know. I was terrible at makeup. Like I was your stereotypical, like when you see people on TikTok like talking about their like 15-year-old self and you just like put like a chunk of like one color on. That was me.
But you see, I had taken stage makeup classes, but not normal makeup classes. So I knew how to do a zombie makeup. I knew how to do, I remember one time we learned how to do the second Pirates of the Caribbean, like the Davy Jones Locker Pirates type makeup.
Oh my God.
But like that's not normal leave your house makeup and go to Target.
I would want to see that on a daily basis, but
or as my friends and I would say, the Bullseye Boutique.
Oh God. But yes, Shelby, I think it summed it up. Yes, I think everyone is a train wreck at 15.
I'm like so proud of that train wreck self. Like, I'm just like, you thought you looked great, even back then people told you didn't, and you still went with it. I'm just so proud.
Yes, no, that is true. I thought I was hot shit, and I rolled with it, and life was good.
It was great. It was great.
Yes. I missed this, but Charlotte set up her desk, which is exciting.
Oh, awesome.
I have to go watch your video now about your obsession with this because this sounds fun. Updated Nano word count on the official site. Very cool. I will be doing that after the stream, and we're gonna get at least 1667. We're almost there. Yes, other emos.
Yes, I don't know if I was more emo or scene. I genuinely don't know.
Yes. Words fall. Hello. I know you told me your name before because you're relatively newer to my stream, and I'm blanking. But hi, thank you for joining. So, okay. So this is what I'm thinking. We're about 2 hours and 40 minutes in. So wow. I'm thinking, I know, seriously. So I'm thinking we will maybe end in about like another hour-ish. So we'll do like maybe a 20-minute sprint next, and then do a 15-minute, and then depending on where we're at the 15-minute mark, that'll decide if we want to do like a quick 10-minute or something. Does that sound good to everyone?
That is great for me. Perfect. I'm now regretting that I told you I was going to send you this when I'm done today with this chapter, but I'm still going to do it.
Okay. I want to see it, with no pressure. And then
no, I desperately need help on point of views. Like I have no idea how to start a sentence with first point of views.
Okay, we can work on it. Okay, so as far as Charmed, what's my opinion on Piper's blowing up power? I mean, just from like my personal opinion, I think it worked for what she had. I think the point of like the show was to like have them evolve, like they have like a base power, but then like their powers can evolve. And I think her blowing up stuff makes sense based on what her power was and what it started off to be. So I'm okay with it personally. I don't know if that helps. Autumn, or not Autumn. Why did I just say Autumn?
Because you always do.
I know why, and I don't know why. I think it's because I just get nervous about saying the wrong name, and then I say the wrong name.
I mean, good thing I like the chick, you know? Like, imagine if I didn't.
Oh my God, my brain is just, I think it's because when I sit here for too long, and then I'm like, because I have so many names because I'm naming things and I'm talking to people. It just, I'm going to like be that person that is, I'm truly like an 80-year-old person stuck in like a 29-year-old body. Like that's just me.
But to answer your question, I've never seen Charmed.
And that's what I was trying to get to. And then I'm just like, oh, my brain.
When that was airing, TV wasn't really a thing in my home. So, or else I feel like I would have watched Charmed if like that was like if we watched TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know my mom watched Charmed and loved it, but that was during her era of I wasn't allowed to watch TV because she was afraid it would ruin my imagination.
Oh my God.
She gave up when she had like more than one kid, but like I had I was an only child for so long that
Sure.
and then I was like, oh, 2 kids are apart. No, just TV here.
Yeah. Gio wants you to go watch it, but I mean, I would just say it's extremely campy because it's like the late 90s. Like,
I tried to watch the first episode. 90s shows are hard for me. They're like the only 90s TV show that I think I like, is Third Rock from the Sun.
Okay. And I haven't watched that one at all. So
it's with John Lithgow and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Except for Joseph Gordon-Levitt wasn't famous during that time, but now he's like huge.
I mean, I know the name. I just never watched it ever, but anyway, I think it's time for a sprint before we go on topics again. All right, so I'm going to do the 20 minutes. This is probably going to be either our second to last, maybe third to last, but I need to get the 1667. That is the goal for today because I really thought I was going to do like 3,000 words today, and joke's on me. So here we go.
Okay.
scared me a little bit. But I know a couple people had left. How did everyone else do that is remaining with us for this time? I, again, got caught up on names a little bit, which is good because I think, like, again, once I get into a better flow with writing, it's going to be good to have the names ready. But I was trying to develop a little bit of character in this one, so I wanted to make sure that my names were there. Also, naming my one character is going to be pretty prevalent, and I kind of want the name to be specific. But yeah, that's my rant. That was unnecessary, but there you go. Let's see. As far as words, I wrote 249. So we're almost there. I have 1602 words.
I self-do math. But you're still doing really good, Bree.
Yeah, I'm getting words down, which is good. It's just it's just a different feel for, like, comparing, like, Camp July this past summer and then comparing my NaNoWRIMO 2018. Like, this one's just a much slower start, I think.
A warm weather writer.
I mean, I probably am, because I love warm weather, and it's literally disgusting out. It's like cold and rainy. And my mood has been my like mental health mood has also been really poor this week because the weather has been so disgusting, and I hate every second
seasonal
of it.
depression, but when it's warm. So
we just need to be like, we have to plan like our writing retreat in a cabin in like the mountain when it's like 60 degrees. It's like a happy medium for the two.
Like a spring or autumn type retreat.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got 217 words.
Nice.
So there we go. And I think I passed my word goal for the day already.
Ooh, I hope you did. That would be exciting.
Yeah, I think so. I want to finish this chapter today because, one, that's important just to go forward with the story, but two, I also hate intro chapters. Like, it's just the boring part, you know? You're just setting the groundwork.
I feel that. I do have to update my Nano after this. Also, like, I think in general, I feel very, it could also just be daylight savings time in general, because I always feel very messed up after it. Yesterday was, like, I had a really good day yesterday. Like, I embraced Halloween and Samhain completely, but I did like nothing that was productive life-wise. So like today I tried to cram in, I had to clean, like I tried to like clean 3 different rooms, prepare for this, prepare for myself. I wanted to like start my vlog. I also wanted to film another video, which I have not done. And I think I just tried to pack too much into today, and I just didn't have the energy to give it all. So I think I'm not burned out by any means, but I'm definitely like my energy has depleted for doing everything. And it's like 6 o'clock and I'm hungry.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Also, I feel like I'm kind of kicking myself because there are some stories I wanted to actually start in September and October, and I didn't. I was just like, no, I'll wait till Nano. And here we are.
Yep. Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay, so hello, boys and girls. I have never hosted a live by myself due to these moments of me being, why do I keep saying boys and girls? I could never do a live on my own. This is not, one time I was a substitute teacher for a class at a school I worked at. And I just don't do good talking in front of crowds. So we rated movies. Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Sorry, it was just I didn't want to be rude, but I was trying to coordinate dinner with my husband, and I didn't want him being upset with me. So I'm like, okay, I'll just pause myself real quick. But yeah, let's get to the end of this because we have been going. So Megan napped during that sprint, which I'm impressed by. I'm not a napper, so anytime people nap, it just impresses me. Let's see. Words fog got 63. I mean, hey, I feel you because I feel like I'm going really slow. So I know that the struggle is real there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this like gives me life, but yes. I would love to know the hair journey as well.
No. I couldn't do it. I once took a class in college on like how to give speeches. Like it was a speech class, but for like performing a speech, not like speech impediments.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can still remember the anxiety. Like musical theater is one thing, you know, you're wearing a wig, you're wearing makeup, you're not being yourself. I can handle that. Being me in front of people live, hell no.
Oh my God, you're too funny. Princessa got 229, and Rosie, hello and welcome to my sprints. You got here halfway and got 177, which is pretty impressive all around. Because I think I only got a little bit more than you, so. I don't know why. It's just something that like it's so like silly, I think in general, but like I'm fascinated by it still. So that is why. But okay, I'm gonna try to wrap it up because I know my dinner is going to be done soon because it doesn't take very long. So I don't want to try to balance the best of both worlds. So let's do a 15-minute sprint. I'm actually gonna do 15 minutes and 25 seconds because that is where my clock is stopped at. And this will be our final sprint on my channel for the day, though I'm sure you guys can just Google live streams and you'll find a bunch throughout the rest of the month because it's crazy. So all right, so here is our final one. Best of luck, everyone, and let's hope that I get 60 more words because I think that's all I need. So. my gosh. I just feel like this is my destiny, is to finally get into the story when we're ending. Go figure. So yeah, that's where we're
I
at.
heard everything. I just couldn't find the stream tab.
Oh my god. You are absolutely fine. Yeah, I have to tally up, but I'm literally like, I was just finally getting into a flow, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then I'm like, we're done. I mean, done with the stream. There's nothing to say that I can't keep writing, but I probably won't write
I got
much more
into
since
it
it's gonna be dinner
like
time.
2 or 3 sprints ago, but then every time we got out of it, I'd get back into it, and this is why I'm not a fan. This is why I could never post a sprint on my own, because literally I'd get into it and then I would just peace out without saying goodbye.
Yeah, I feel that. I did do so the words that I did that time, like I said, we finally got into a groove. And surprisingly, in 15 minutes, I did 653 words.
That's good.
Wait, that might be wrong though. I might have not done as many. Because what was I at? I was at 1600. I did over 4. So I might have hit the wrong spot because I actually forgot where to highlight. But I did over 400 words either way, which is probably my best flow stream because I'm over 2,000 for my story on day 1.
Still doing the math.
While you're doing the math, let's see. Nikki said she came back at the end of that sprint. Shelby got 149 words and started chapter 3. What? Rosie got 226.
I got 144, I think.
Okay.
That was 15 minutes, right?
That was 15 minutes.
I'm in the groove. I still keep messing up with the point of view, but it's a lot of like talking parts, not a lot of like description.
Okay. I actually like so far I was gonna keep writing initially, and then I'm like, I literally haven't had any interaction yet whatsoever. And some of it is definitely gonna have to be like probably changed and stuff because I am kind of doing like an as you know Bob type of situation where I'm the younger sister is stall. If you've never heard that before, the as you know Bob is like where you have 2 characters who are talking just to explain something to the reader.
Oh.
And that's what I'm doing. I have the younger sister. It's only one part. I'm not going to go into the entire history, but I'm just telling her one part where she's like, what happens if there are 2 victors? And the main character's like, there's never been. So it's not too bad, I don't think. I'm not like going into this tangent about what the entire plot is, but
I am. But altogether today, so not including this stream. No, sorry. Including this stream and before. So like not only this stream. Altogether. I wrote 2,117 words.
Ooh, okay.
Which is good. My goal is to go over because not next week, but the week after I have a bunch of doctor's appointments. So I don't think I'll write for 2 days that week. So my goal is to be over enough so when that day comes, I'm like, I'm okay to take a break.
Okay. I think you can do it.
I think so.
I think once you end the stream, it's going to be better for you because then you'll be able to like get in a flow.
Yes, that will be super helpful. I also wonder if it's harder for me to get in the flow because I'm not used to first person. Like this is 100% a struggle.
Yeah, I think what my struggle is, on a very similar note, which I didn't anticipate, but I wanted to do first person past tense, and I'm struggling with because like I either want to do first person first or present tense or third person past tense. So this first person past tense is a little bit weird for me.
I don't understand present tense, but more power to you.
I like present tense. I'm not doing present tense right now. I'm doing past tense, but it is more natural to do first person in present tense, and that's why I'm struggling.
Got it.
Yeah. Princessa got 412 and is 3,500 for the day. That is incredible.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. Oh my God. I love that you had to go on that journey though, Gio. More power to you. But all right, so I am going to probably wrap this up very quickly, guys, because this is the end of my stream and my dinner is waiting because I just got a very pointed look from the hubs that dinner is ready. But I do want to take a quick second again to just say like and subscribe if you haven't. You probably all have, but if you haven't subscribed to Hudson, please go do so. I know because I wasn't sure who was all joining me in this sprint. I don't have anyone's information down below, but if you go to my channel, I have a nice little web bar and you can find Hudson and Brooke, who was here earlier, and go follow them if you're not. Of course, like the stream and be prepared for all of the wonderful streams that we're going to have. If you missed my announcement video on Friday, please go check that out because that details all the sprints that I'll be doing, including the small Authortube Write-a-Thon and my writing and wine sprint at the end of the month to kind of celebrate the end of Nano. But yeah, so that's pretty much my 2 cents. My next scheduled stream is going to be on Friday the 6th, but I may have a few pop-ups this week because I may have extra time. So I don't know when those pop-ups are going to be, but hopefully if it works for you guys, you can join and have fun. Hudson, want to plug yourself?
I should have a video go up this week. It will most likely be on Thursday. It's a lot to edit. So that's an issue. But otherwise, yeah, I guess I'm hosting a live on Friday and I'm the worst at promoting myself, but my name's Hudson and I make vlogs. Sometimes slow vlogs. And that's it. Bye.
Also, Hudson and I, so with the small Authortube Write-a-Thon, we'll both be having Friday sprints. So Friday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Autumn is going to be hosting it, and then I will be taking over the second slot from 2 to 5 p.m., and then wrapping up the end of the night on the East Coast, 8 to 11 p.m. will be Hudson. It's going to be a little bit different for you West Coasters. But yeah, so thank you guys as always. I look forward to doing lots of more sprints with you guys, and until next time, we'll see you.